Lotus, the god of light, created the continent of Elysia, a realm bathed in perpetual sunshine, where lush forests teemed with life and shimmering rivers flowed through emerald valleys. Nerea, the god of dark, fashioned the continent of Umbria, a land cloaked in eternal twilight, where shadowy creatures prowled and the ground was littered with ancient ruins. Wigmeth, the god of order, sculpted the continent of Arthria, a realm of perfect balance, with meticulously structured cities and the society governed by unwavering laws. Sadison, the god of chaos, crafted the continent of Chaos, a land of constant change and unpredictable events, where volcanoes erupted, earthquakes shook the ground, and storms raged without warning. Sadison, the god of chaos, reveled in the constant flux of chaos. He reveled in the unpredictable nature of the land, watching with amusement as volcanoes erupted, earthquakes shook the ground, and storms raged without warning. He had a fondness for the Kusui peoples, who thrived amidst the chaos, adapting to their echo-shang surroundings. However, Sadison yearned for more chaos, a disruption so significant that it would ripple through all the realms. He desired catalyst, a force that would shake the very foundations of the established order. This catalyst arrived in the form of a mysterious figure named Ikon, a being whose very presence emanated an aura of instability and change. Ikon was not a god, nor was he immortal. He was something else entirely, a being of pure, unbridled chaos, born from the very essence of chaos itself. Ekon's arrival on chaos sent shockwaves through the realm. The ground trembled with his every step, the east crackled with raw energy, and the storms intensified, their fury amplified by his presence. Ekon's arrival signaled the end of Sadison's playful chaos and the beginning of something far more disruptive, a chaotic force that could reshape the very fabric of reality. Sadison, sensing a powerful ally, embraced Ikon. He saw in Ikon a potential to bring about the ultimate chaos, a cataclysmic event that would shatter the balance of power between the gods and reshape the realms in his image. He eagerly shared with Ikon his knowledge of the other realms, planting seeds of chaos in Ikon's mind, hoping to unleash his destructive power upon Elysia, Arthria, and Umbra. Sadison was eager to see the results of his machinations, eager to see the world burn. Wigmeth, the god of order, watched with growing alarm as the chaotic energy emanating from chaos intensified. He saw the tremors in Arthria, the subtle shifts in the balance of his meticulously ordered world. He knew that Ekon's arrival in chaos was a threat to the established order, a potential to unravel the delicate equilibrium he had painstakingly maintained for millennia. Wigmeth could not allow chaos to consume all the realness. He knew he had to act to contain the chaos before it spread beyond control. He called upon his most trusted servants, the Ethereals, beings of pure order who embodied his will. Together, they devised a plan to confront the chaotic force threatening the realm. Wigmeth, however, knew that a confrontation on chaos would be a losing battle. Ekon's power was too great, his influence too pervasive, to stand any chance. They would need to face him on a different plane of existence, a place where the rules of reality were different, a realm where they could confront him on equal footing. With a collective effort, the Ethereals and Wigmeth used their combined power to open a portal to the astral plane, a dimension beyond the reach of Ekon's influence. Wigmeth, with his Ethereals in tow, stepped through the portal, leaving Arthria behind. They emerged into the astral plane, a realm of swirling energy and ethereal landscapes. The Ethereals felt invigorated by the raw power of the astral plane, their own order amplified in this chaotic realm. Wigmeth, however, felt a pang of unease. The astral plane was a place of immense power, but it was also a place of immense danger. He sensed an ancient force stirring, a power that could rival even Ekon's chaos. This force, he knew, could be the key to their victory, but it could also be the harbinger of their downfall. As Wigmeth and the others traversed the astral plane, they encountered strange and wonder-culturous beings, each a manifestation of the astral plane's chaotic energy. The Ethereals, their very nature built upon order, struggled to comprehend these beings. They saw glimpses of the potential for order within the chaos, but the sheer randomness of the astral plane made them wary. They knew that they could not simply impose order on this realm. They needed to find a way to navigate it, to find the balance within the chaos. As they journeyed, they met a young woman named Ella, an astral wanderer, one of the beings born from the energy of the astral plane. Ella was not a being of pure order, nor was she a being of pure chaos. She was a bridge between the two, embodying the very balance that Wigmeth sought. Ella, sensing the Ethereals' purpose, joined their cause. She led them through the treacherous landscape of the astral plane, guiding them towards a hidden vortex, a point of immense power that could potentially contain Ekon's chaos. Ella spoke of the ancient being known as the Archon, a being of immense power who resided at the heart of the vortex. She believed the Archon could be the key to defeating Econ, a being who could impose order upon the chaos and restore balance to the realm. As she knew that the others, with their rigid sense of order, were not the right forces to deal with the Archon. She believed that a mortal, a being unbound by the rigid laws of order and chaos, could be the key to harnessing the Archon's power. I had been watching the mortals, observing their struggles across the realms, and she had identified a potential hero in a young blacksmith named Callan. Callan had shown remarkable courage and resourcefulness in facing the challenges of his world. He possessed a natural affinity for both order and chaos, a balance that Ella believed could enable him to communicate with the Archon. With the help of the others, Ella planned to guide Callan towards the vortex, hoping that he could tap into the Archon's power and defeat Econ. Their mission, however, would be perilous, as Ekon's influence stretched across all the realms, even reaching into the astral plane. Ella, the astral wanderer, guided Callan through a hidden portal, a shimmering gateway that led from his world to the astral plane. The transition was jarring, the familiar sights and sounds of his world replaced by swirling energy and ethereal landscapes. Callan, overwhelmed by the strangeness of the astral plane, felt a surge of fear. However, with her reassuring presence, calmed him, explaining that this was the only way to reach the Archon and defeat Econ. Led Callan across the astral plane, traversing landscapes of pure energy, navigating treacherous vortexes and torching the chaotic entities that roamed the strange realm. The journey was arduous, testing Callan's courage and resilience. Ella sensed a growing connection between Callan and the astral plane, a bond that was becoming stronger with each step. The closer they got to the Archon's vortex, the more pronounced the connection became. Callan's affinity for both order and chaos was proving to be the key, allowing him to navigate the chaotic energies of the astral plane without succumbing to its influence. Earth, however, knew that the astral plane was only a stepping stone to reach the Archon. They needed to enter the primeval plane, a realm that existed beyond the astral plane, a realm that was the source of all existence. The primeval plane was a place of unfathomable power, a realm where the laws of reality were fluid and unpredictable. Ella knew that Callan would have to face the ultimate test of his will and his connection to both order and chaos if they were to reach the Archon. Econ, the embodiment of chaos, reveled in the disruption he had caused. He watched as the realms crumbled under the weight of his influence. He enjoyed the tremors in Athria, the volcanic eruptions on Chaos, and the storms raging across Umbra. He felt a thrill as the balance of power shifted, as the established order began to unravel. However, Econ sensed a disturbance in the astral plane, a shift in the energy that resonated with him. He knew that Rigma was searching for a way to contain his power, and he was determined to prevent them from succeeding. Econ, sensing the danger, reached out with his chaotic energy. He manipulated the fabric of reality, twisting the laws of the astral plane to hinder Rigma's progress. He sent forth his chaotic minions, beings of pure chaos that embodied his will. Ekon's influence was growing, even reaching into the realm of mortals, influencing their minds and twisting their hearts. He knew that the mortals could be a powerful weapon, a tool for his chaotic ambitions. He saw that many were drawn to his power, seduced by the allure of chaos, and he vowed to use them to further his own agenda. Econ, however, made a grave miscalculation. He underestimated the resilience of mortals, their ability to adapt and overcome even the most profound chaos. He also failed to anticipate the emergence of a new generation, a generation born amidst the chaos, a generation that embraced the balance between order and chaos. These were the children of mortals who had been influenced by Ekon's chaos, yet they had also learned to harness the power of order, finding a balance within themselves. This new generation, led by the children of Callan, possessed the potential to reshape the realms, to usher in a new era of balance, and to finally defeat Econ. Nerea, Callan's daughter, stood on the precipice of the primeval plane, her heart pounding with anticipation and fear. The swirling energies of the plane pulsed around her, a chaotic symphony of creation and destruction. She could feel the presence of the Archon, a being of unimaginable power, yet she was not afraid. She knew that this was the only way to defeat Econ, to restore balance to the realness. Nerea, guided by Ella's wisdom, had grown into a powerful warrior. She wielded the power of both order and chaos, a balance she had learned to control, and her heart burned with the desire to protect her world from Ekon's influence. As she approached the Archon's vortex, the energy surrounding her intensified. The very fabric of reality seemed to ripple and distort, and she felt the weight of the primeval plane bearing down on her. The ocean, sensing her presence, responded. A voice, ancient and vast, echoed through her mind, urging her to tap into the primordial force that resided within the vortex. Nerea, driven by her determination and her love for her world, steeled her resolve. She plunged into the vortex, embracing the chaotic energies that swirled around her. The primordial force surged through her, both exhilarating and terrifying. The Archant, sensing her courage and her willingness to embrace both order and chaos, granted her power. It was a choice Nerea had to make. She could either seal away the primordial force, restoring balance to the realms, or release it, unleashing a power that could reshape reality itself. It was a decision that could forever change the fate of the realms. Econ, sensing the immense power surging from the primeval plane, knew that Nerea had reached the Archant. He felt the shift in the balance of power, a ripple of energy that threatened to disrupt his plans. He watched as Nerea, wielding the power of the Archant, confronted his chaotic forces, battling his minions with the might of both order and chaos. Econ knew that Nerea posed a significant threat, but he was confident in his ability to manipulate the chaos to his advantage. Econ, with his cunning and his mastery of chaos, had been secretly working on a plan to counter Nerea's power. He had been doctoring on the energy of the realms, feeding it into a swirling vortex of pure chaos, a vessel for his own ambitions. He sensed a growing power within the vortex, a power that surpassed even his own. The vortex was not simply a conduit of chaos, but a vessel for a new being, a being born from the chaos itself. It was a being that promised to be more powerful than Econ, a being that would finally allow him to achieve his goals. Econ's plan was about to reach its climax. The vortex, fueled by his chaotic energy and the collective fear and uncertainty of the realms, was ready to birth a being of pure chaos. It was a being that would embody his will, a being that would bring about the final destruction of order. He named this being, born from the vortex, Chaos, a being that would become his ultimate weapon, a being that would finally allow him to reshape the realms in his image. The fate of the realms hung in the balance, and the war between order and chaos had reached its final crescendo. Earth, watching from the astral plane, felt the tremors of the primeval plane. She saw the vortex of chaos grow, a swirling storm of energy that threatened to consume the realm. As she knew that Nerea was facing her greatest challenge, and she sensed that Econ had unleashed a force beyond even his own chaotic power. Ellen knew that she had to act, but she was powerless to intervene directly. She was bound by the laws of the astral plane, unable to directly influence the primeval plane. I reached out with her astral energy, seeking a way to help Nerea. She knew that she needed to find a way to empower Nerea, to give her the strength to face the chaos that was about to consume the realm. Miss Alice sensed a growing presence within the vortex, a being of immense power, a being born from the chaos. She recognized the being as chaos, a being that had been nurtured by Econ's chaotic energy, a being that threatened to disrupt the balance of all things. I realized that the only way to defeat chaos was to embrace its own power. She knew that the being, in its chaotic essence, held a spark of the primeval plane, a spark of the very force that gave life to the realm. As she needed to find a way to connect with chaos, to understand its purpose, and to guide its power towards a path of balance. Elle sensed a way to do so, a way that would require her to sacrifice a part of her own being. She knew it was a risky gambit, but it was the only chance to save the realms from the encroaching chaos. Rietmet, the elder of the astral plane, witnessed the chaos unfolding with a heavy heart. He saw the vortex of pure chaos growing, threatening to consume the realms, and knew that the balance of power was at stake. He sensed the emergence of chaos, a being born from the chaos, and knew that the situation was dire. Rigma needed to act, but he was bound by the ancient laws of the astral plane, unable to directly intervene in the primeval plane. Rietmet, seeking a way to aid Nerea and combat the growing chaos, delved into the archives of the astral plane. He searched for ancient knowledge, for forgotten lore, seeking a way to harness the power of the primeval plane and create a weapon that could counter Chaos's chaotic influence. He found an ancient inscription, a blueprint for a weapon called the Orb of Balance. The orb was said to be able to channel the power of both order and chaos, holding them in equilibrium. Rietmet, sensing the urgency of the situation, decided to create the orb. He gathered the rarest materials from the astral plane, combining them with his own astral energies, and imbued them with the essence of the primeval plane. The orb pulsed with power, radiating both order and chaos, a testament to Rigma's skill and his determination to restore balance to the realness. He knew that the orb would be a powerful weapon, a tool that could help Nero defeat chaos and restore the balance of power, but he also knew that it held a dangerous power that could be used for both good and evil. Ikon, watching from his chaotic realm, felt the pulse of Rigma's creation. He sensed the orb of balance, a beacon of order that threatened to disrupt his plans. He knew that Rigma, the elder of the astral plane, was trying to counter his creation, chaos. Ikon scoffed at the thought of the orb being able to withstand chaos's chaotic power, confident in the might of his creation. Ikon, in a fit of rage and frustration, decided to create his own artifact, a weapon to counter the orb of balance. He gathered his chaotic energies, summoning the essence of his chaotic realm, and poured it into a vessel of pure darkness. He called this artifact the Aegis of Chaos, a shield that would protect chaos from the orb's influence and amplify its power. The Aegis pulsed with chaotic energy, a counterpoint to the orb's beacon of balance, a testament to Ikon's own power and his unrelenting doctrine to reshape the realms in his image. Ikon,